welcome back. If you've just joined us, you're watching Galaxy. Today, coming to you from Galaxy Television. Right now, it is a time out with Kellogg's, and it is really very interesting because one or two people may stand a chance of going away with a pack of Kellogg's.
Not may stand the chance, do stand the chance.
Do stand, really, yeah. So we have a guest here with us in the studios. We are being joined by Darlington Igabali. He's the area marketing manager of Kellogg's. Many thanks for joining us, Darlington. And of course, joining him is Yinka Adebayo, Executive Director, Media Reach OMB. Many thanks for joining us on Galaxy.
Nice to be here.
It's good to have you.
Thank
okay,
you.
I like to be the first testifier of Kellogg's because I grew up eating Kellogg's. I'm a lover of Kellogg's, and apart from the nutritional value, the taste that comes with it, and but I want us to look at it now, coming down to Nigeria. It's almost like a big thing, and it looks like you guys are coming with a primary intention. Can you lay out these intentions to us?
Well, I think today is, first of all, let me start by saying Happy Mother's Day.
You.
Your mom are wonderful today, International Women's Day. So we celebrate you, we adore you, we really worship you. You guys are doing a whole lot.
Thank you.
Without you, God knows where we men will be. Thank you for being there always. We celebrate you. Yes, back to your question of what's the plan? Well, the plan really for us at Kellogg is really to ensure that we provide the average Nigeria tasty, nutritious, and affordable meal. Before now, many of us grew up seeing Kellogg's as something out of the, only for the upmarket, only for the rich and all of that. But my interest is to know that Kellogg's is now readily available and readily affordable. It's now in Nigeria and in Nigeria to stay.
Okay, when was it launched in Nigeria, and so far, has the level of acceptance been so far?
Actually, our state-of-the-art factory was inaugurated the 1st of December 2017, and our products were launched in January, precisely January 13th or thereabouts.
Okay.
We launched to the market, and the level of acceptability has been very high. We're getting good commendations. A lot of people have tested it and a lot of comparison, but we are making heavy.
So right now you're telling me that wherever I am in Nigeria, in Lagos, in Abuja, Port Harcourt, I can find Kellogg's readily available everywhere?
Sure, you can. Even on the street, if you go along the street, you see people even hawking it. Hawking the 50 naira sachet.
Okay. Well, maybe to just add too, that the December factory launch was actually commissioned by the global CEO of Kellogg's Worldwide, came into the country to launch. And that shows that they believe so much in this economy, and they are putting their international brand to endorse that factory in Nigeria. It's world class, it's international, and it's first of its kind in Western Central Africa.
Actually, it was a huge investment. We spent over $10 billion putting the factory
That's
together.
very massive.
And the employment opportunity generated is awesome.
Okay, but what do we Nigerians expect? What should we expect from Kellogg's?
You are sure of getting the best from Kellogg's in terms of tasty, nutritional products, in terms of affordability, in terms of packaging. You're sure of getting the very best from Kellogg's. Every product that rolls out on the factory is coming from an hygienic environment, and the product is there for you too.
So invariably, you're telling me that the Kellogg's I take in Nigeria here can actually stand with what I take when I go abroad in the UK?
Sure, it can stand even better because this one has more nutritional content. Like the UK one has 9 minerals and vitamins in it, but this one will fortify it with extra 2 minerals and vitamins, making it 11 and make more nutritious and tasty and very handy for you to
Why that?
carry about.
Why do ours have 11 and the UK has 9?
But let me tell you, you see, the nutritional deficiency of the average Nigerian child is not the same thing as that of the UK child. We need to really be conscious of that, because oftentimes when we talk about global standard, we need our effort should be geared towards importing the global standard, but ensuring that think global and act local. We need to bring it within the relevance of local context. The truth of the matter is that if we bring in just UK, yes, what's the nutritional need? What's the nutritional value required there? What exactly is the Nigeria? And that's what Kellogg's has actually brought to the table, to identify through research and development what are the nutritional needs of the Nigerian child, and that is what we fully address in this meal. So that as a mother, as you are feeding your child, you are sure that you are starting him or her off on a good note every day.
So it sounds a bit partial now. You're saying children. Does it mean that we adults are not supposed to partake of this?
Well, really, the primary focus is for the kid, but certainly, even for we, the adults, because of course, breakfast is an important meal for everybody.
Yes.
And you know Nigerians now, we're always on the go. Most people skip breakfast because they don't have time to prepare. But with Kellogg's, comes in handy. within 2 minutes. In fact, less than 1 minute, you can
Yeah,
actually
easy to
prepare it. Just
prepare,
add the
yeah.
milk, add whatever, and before you know it, you are good to go.
And it's
once
something you
taste
can
that-
also give to your kids to prepare. It's not something very difficult. Your kids
can
can
just
even
do it
prepare.
on
And
the
even give
go,
them as
and
a pack to take to school and
As snacks,
on the go as
probably.
snacks for kids.
Okay, can you just let us in on some of the arrays of brands that you have right now? What I can see in the backdrop are the Cocoa Pops. What about cornflakes? What brands that Kellogg's have here in Nigeria?
Actually, we have 5 different varieties we are
Okay.
focusing on presently in Nigeria. We have the cornflakes, we have fruit and fiber, we have Frosties, we have Rice Krispies, and the Cocoa Pop.
So there's
All
Rice
of them come in
Krispies.
different SKUs. Like the cornflakes and the Cocoa Pop, we've been able to pack it in 40-gram SKU for people to afford easily. It comes in 50 naira price tag.
Really?
We also have other SKU like 325 gram, which comes in 500 naira for cornflakes.
Okay. So, for instance, right now, there are several cereals in the market. You know,
Yeah.
a whole lot of Nigerians wake up every morning and that's what they take. Or some of them even bring them to the office. When they get to the office, somehow they just go to their corners and take. Why would I really want to go for Kellogg's as, you know, in comparison to other brands that we have on display at the shelves?
Yeah. First of all, we all know Kellogg is a household name. It's a premium brand. It comes out with good nutritional value. It gives you, makes you strong, makes you active, and it produces in the best environment. And presently, we are privileged in Nigeria to have one of the best factories in Africa for cereals. So you are sure you are getting the very best from Kellogg's.
Okay,
And
tell
you
us
see,
about-
in life, how you start your day
Yes.
will ultimately determine how you
how
end it.
you deal with
So,
them.
meaning
Yes.
adding in a very nutritious note with Kellogg's takes you far.
Well, tell us about this factory that was opened in Lekki. Can you just tell us more about it?
It's a state-of-the-art factory. It's built to the best facility, it's the best presently in the whole world. So it cost us over 10 billion naira to put in place. It was commissioned by the global CEO, chairman of Kellogg's worldwide. He was there to commission the factory. And you are sure products coming out of the factory is coming out from the best environment. We have very brilliant engineers behind the factory, and we are running very well, and we are providing employment in our immediate environment and outside too.
Okay, I'd like us to talk about employment right now and then the benefits of Kellogg's in Nigeria side of the food. We know you're providing employment, and what's the capacity like? Your employment capacity?
Presently, directly and indirectly, we are employing over 1,000 persons on ground, and we're creating opportunity to employ more because we are expanding, we are going into different frontiers.
Okay, it looks like your major plant here is for West Africa, not just for Nigeria.
Sure, right.
So you'll be shooting out from here.
Definitely.
Okay, so let's
Supplying all the West African countries.
And that's instructive because when you look at, of course, when you talk about the West and Central African countries, Nigeria is respected in terms of the population, then even in terms of landmass. And really, it's instructive to know that why some companies are actually folding up. Kellogg's is actually opening up opportunity and even shooting out from this economy.
Okay.
And that's going to go a long way in helping to really, and it's in line with government policy of saying we should look inward and really develop rather than focusing on importation. Let's look inward and ensure. And the employment generation it talked about really is going to have multiplier effect because very soon we are going to be encouraging Nigerian farmers to produce corn that will be used for the production
So you're
of
going to
food.
source
Of
directly
course.
the raw materials from
Of
Nigeria
course.
here.
Perhaps you can even shed more
Tell
light
us
on
more
that.
about it.
They actually, presently we're importing, but we're already discussing with IITA in Ibadan
Okay.
to
Tropical
develop
agriculture.
seedlings for us, which we will give to farmers to grow, and from time we'll get supply locally.
Okay,
Okay,
let
so-
us talk about your products right now. So far, I can see the Kellogg's cornflakes and the 40-gram sachet. You said you have about 5 variants. So do they all come in this
No,
size?
just cornflakes and Cocoa Pop comes in this 40-gram sachet.
And the other 3?
The other 3 comes in different SKU, 500, 700.
Why not fruit and fiber? Why can't we have it in this sachet, the smaller sachet? Why?
We'll look into that, that's what we'll look into too.
Okay. All right, then. I like the fact that this is a good thing that's come to Nigeria. But aside of this, what are your long-term plans? What other things should we expect from Kellogg's? Because we know this is newly launched here, and of course you have other plans to bring in more. What should we expect?
Yeah, there are a couple of other food items coming from the stable of Kellogg's,
Okay.
and I think our focus is continue to look at them, research them to be sure that they are locally relevant to the Nigerian consumer. And of course, this is just the starting point. Relationship between Kellogg's and Toleram is going to go far and wide. But one thing you can be sure of is that whatever is coming from the stable is going to be tasty, it's going to be nutritious, it's going to be affordable, and it's going to measure up with whatever standard
And
you see
well
globally.
packaged.
So you're saying that Toleram and Kellogg's have a synergy.
Yes.
Okay.
which
what's
of
the
us has
synergy
given
about?
birth to this. The synergy is all about partnering to ensure that we provide what is available internationally. You see, the Kelloggs brand has been built over the years, you would agree with me, and having invested so much time, money and energy behind it, of course, anywhere it's been taken to must be sure that it's concerned with international and global standard, and we continue to spread out. We started off with cornflakes, and we're going to be extending to other meals, other food items that come from the table. It's going to get better.
All right, just to quickly add, there's a bit of freebie for two lucky viewers. The first two people who will text in and tell us the price of the 40-gram sachet of Kellogg's cornflakes stand a chance of winning a pack or a carton rather of Kellogg's. So just rush now, the first two people to send in the right correct answer. You stand a chance of winning a carton of Kellogg's cornflakes. The question once again is that what is the price of the 40-gram sachet of Kellogg's in the market? Just tell us and you will win a pack.
Am I
or
permitted?
carton.
Am I
You are
permitted?
not.
And-
For viewers.
And let's use this opportunity to add to that to celebrate mothers
Okay.
because of their relevant role in the family. Kellogg is actually supporting two major events, tomorrow and Saturday.
Tell us about it.
Tomorrow event is actually when women win. It's actually an
When
NGO.
women
When women win.
Wow.
The whole idea behind it is that when women win, the family wins,
Everyone
the
wins.
society wins, everyone wins.
Yeah.
So, and that's the more reason why there's going to be a conference tomorrow. There's the morning session, there's the afternoon session, there's the evening session for the working mothers. And the whole idea is that you have some notable personality from international and both local. At least many of them will be coming in to deliver lectures with a view to empowering women, to share their experiences with women, to address some of the issues affecting women, and equally encourage them to be the go-getter that they have, so that they can get better at what they do and how they do them. And this event is taking place at Oriental Hotel
Okay.
at Victoria Island.
Victoria Island, yeah.
So the morning session starts between 9 and 12, while the afternoon session runs from 1 o'clock till about 4. Then the evening session starts from 5 till 9. So there's opportunity for
I know
everybody to
it's
be there.
in commemoration of women, but is it open to everyone or is it just for women only?
Just it for women.
No, seriously now.
Women.
Yes.
Women. Justin. Women.
It's basically for women, and it's open. All they need to do is just to go to Oriental Hotel tomorrow
Okay,
and
all
register.
women.
All women can go there because it's going to be an empowerment session for them.
For the 2 days.
No, that's for one day. That's on Friday. Then on Saturday, I don't know if perhaps you are aware of this Nina and friend. There's a lady called Nina who has this has been very good with kiddies and all of that. So she's having a kind of like hanging out with moms. It's going to take place at Perfetti, and that's Wale Adenuga Productions outfit and Ajao Estate, and a lot of celebrities are going to be there. Doris Simon and the rest of them are going to be there. So it's actually an opportunity for dance, comedy, music. Kellogg's will be there to not only fortify the mothers, but equally encourage them and equally reward them, because we have a whole lot of freebies that Kellogg's is going to be bringing to the table to entertain the mothers.
And you
that's
also have an opportunity to have a taste of Kelloggs cornflakes at the event too.
Okay,
and
so
that will
I
be
don't
happening on Saturday.
I don't want us getting selfish. I'm a woman. I'm so happy this is happening. I can just bust in there. Maybe after work I'll come in there. But for the men now, do you have plans for men? Any program coming up? For the
Yes,
men?
well, the truth of the matter is that
Kellogg's?
oftentimes wherever you are, you say in the household, once you catch the mother, you have your family. Even the mother that we are inviting, who's going to take them there?
The men are
And so you can be sure that it's going to be men affair too. Men are going to come along with them. So it's open. Men will be there too to equally support the mothers and equally encourage them to appreciate them and reward them.
All
And
right.
that's what
For the
Kellogg's is all
benefit of
about.
our viewers who may just have joined that, reiterate once again the array of products that you have on the Kellogg brands.
We have the Kellogg's cornflakes, we have the Cocoa Pop, we have the Frosties, we have the Fruit and Fiber, and the Rice Krispies.
And you said two of them come in sachets.
They all come in sachets, different sizes, but
Okay.
the 40-gram sachet, we have only Cocoa Pops and cornflakes.
Complex. All right.
Okay, so I just want to talk about these brands and their benefits. I know that what this does, it doesn't mean that others do not have vitamins, but what are the different benefits? When it comes to fruits and fiber,
Yeah.
what are the benefits of fruits and fiber? What are the benefits of cornflakes? What are the benefits of Cocoa Pops?
I think I'd like the Cocoa Pops.
Oh, come on, Justin, it's just chocolate.
Yeah, I think it's all boils down to something, that's nutrition. The kind of nutrition that is addressed is something that actually caters for the needs of everybody, and is a good breakfast starter. It's a good way to start your day, and before you know it, once you have started on that note, it takes you for a while.
Okay, just to make things clear and not to scare people, because everybody feels that there's this idea that too much of everything is bad. So do we have, is there too much of Kellogg's? We'll have too much of Kellogg's in our system. Is it that bad?
No, there can never be too much of Kellogg, because
Okay.
the more you take it, the more nutritional value you get, the more energy you get, and the more strength you have to start your day and go about your daily activities.
It's just for breakfast. Because some people like me, sometimes I get home not too early and
Because that's dinner
I just
for
want
you.
to do cereals for dinner. Is it really safe to do
Yeah,
that?
you can. You
Yeah.
can do
And
so.
for those who are interested in between meals,
Yeah,
I think
you
Kellogg's
could actually
comes in
snack
handy.
on it.
Of course. As a matter of fact, Kellogg, particularly the Cocoa Pop, when people actually use this for snacks.
Snacks, yeah.
To say, look, you just take it out and you just
Children
chew
can
it
even
raw.
chew it without
In fact,
adding
most of the
makeup.
kids, oftentimes when you give them the 50 naira pack, they're interested in even taking it to school because it's handy, and when they open it, they can just use it as snacks. For some of them, they like it because they try to take it raw and fresh. So,
How about for ketogenics? Can we?
sure,
Sure,
it's
you
part
can.
of it. Everything is for everybody.
For everybody.
Oh, I see.
All right, once again, let me just remind you that you stand a chance of going home with a carton of Kellogg's. Just tell us the price of the 40-gram sachet in the open market. And the first two people to send in the correct answers will go home with a carton of Kellogg's free of charge.
Free of charge. I
Yes.
wish I could actually send an SMS.
No, you can't.
I can't.
Okay, so this is a wonderful product. I mean, the 5 variants, So what are we expecting in the near future from Kellogg's?
Your shelf, more nutritional products coming out of Kellogg's factory.
Okay, that's good. Okay, but are you over time looking at any other brands? You said that you have rice, you have the cocoa, but are you moving to any other cereals anytime soon?
So we have.
Okay, one sharing on that.
We're still doing some research, but we came out with this 5 because it's the ones that are easily acceptable in the market. Not all are acceptable, but these ones are the major ones that we really want to focus on now. But going forward, we're working on other ones to roll them out.
Okay, I'm sorry to take you back to your investment here in Nigeria, having a state-of-the-art facility that is worth 10 billion. And I'm wondering why you chose Nigeria amongst other countries in West Africa. Why?
Well, as earlier pointed out, I think it just we Nigerians don't appreciate what we have. For some international investors, it might interest you that when you go to the airport, it's ironical to have a situation where we are rushing out. If you look at the number of international flights coming, they are full of white guys. These are international guys. These are international guys to say, wow, you have a country in this African continent that control a population of 120, 100 so million. Wow, that's huge. If it's huge, let me go in there and see what opportunity lies there for me. And that's why they keep on coming in. And you can see with the way our government is going right now, you can see the economy is opening up. Like I said earlier, unfortunately, some companies, because of the challenge in the economy, they are folding up. But good enough, thank God for international investors like Tolerant, who believe so much in this economy, who continue to expand their line of products in this market, and it's growing bigger. You see, that population in itself is huge, is a major attraction. I think we only hope and pray that our policymakers can get things right. This economy has the opportunity to blow up and get bigger and better.
Okay.
So, and that's what some people have actually seen and realized and said, look, we believe so much, in spite of your challenges, it's going to get better. It's just a matter of time. It's a passing phase, and we are almost out of the dodo. Once we're out of it, the sky at the end of the day will not be the limit after all.
Okay, saying that, yes, we have opportunities, there will also be threats and challenges. And I want to believe you've done your research so well to see how to combat this. How do you intend to combat the challenges and threats that might come in your place here? Because I'm sure you're here to stay for life.
Sure, we are here to stay.
Okay.
Well, we are here to stay, and Tolerant having been around for over 20 years, I think they've really mastered this market. When it comes to the issue of what are the plan, what are the strategy, you won't unveil that on here.
No, we haven't said
That's going to be our straight secret trade. So
All right, just before we'll let you go, just give us a reminder of the event that you have tomorrow and over the weekend, somewhere at Oriental Hotel.
Yeah, when women win, it's happening at Oriental Hotel tomorrow, and it's going to address focus on women. Kellogg's is going to be there to encourage women, to reward mothers, and equally for people to come and sample and have a taste and experience what the international brand Kellogg's has brought into the Nigerian market.
And it's free.
And it's free.
Interesting.
Then the second event too is actually the hanging out with moms with Nena and friends. Nena, and that's going to be a collection of renowned celebrity in the Nollywood, in the music industry, mothers, and of course the males who are equally invited. So it's going to be an evening and entertainment event, comedy, music, jokes, fun, but more importantly, nutritional talks on telling people the relevance of breakfast and how Kellogg's comes in handy. When you think breakfast, you should naturally think Kelloggs.
All right, gentlemen, we must say thank you for hanging out with us and explaining more about this wonderful brand, Kellogg's. We do appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
All right, that's the size of our show for this morning. We want to say many thanks to Darlington Igabali, the area marketing manager of Kellogg's. Thanks for being a part of the show. And of course, Yinka Adebayo, executive director of Media Reach OMD. Many thanks for being a part of Galaxy.
Yes, so nice to be here. Thank you so much for having us.
Earlier on, we had Benga Ademujibe, certified life coach. I want to say big thanks to you. And of course, to you out there who sat back to watch this program. We'll be doing it again tomorrow, where we'll be looking at entertainment. Do not forget the time is 10 a.m. I'm Uche Onyekuluji. To have a splendid day ahead.
And I am Justin Akadonye. Many thanks for being a part of the show. Bye for now.